Welcome to the A to Z quiz. This is a quiz with a twist. You're going to get 26 questions, one for every letter of the alphabet. Sounds easy, right? Well, here's the catch. The first letter of each answer follows the alphabet in order. So question 1's answer will start with A, question 2 with B, question 3 with C, and we'll keep going until we hit Z. The answers are short, usually just a word or two, and the questions could be about anything: history, movies, sport, music, or just a bit of random trivia. Think you can make it all the way from A to Z without slipping up? Let's find out. Good luck, and let's play the Great British Quiz. All right, folks, let's kick things off. Which wise old Greek thinker had the honour of tutoring none other than Alexander the Great? That would be Aristotle. Yes, the man who shaped one of history's greatest conquerors. Not a bad teaching gig, eh? Next one for you. What's the scientific term for when a liquid hits that magic temperature and turns into gas, bubbling away? That's called boiling. Here's one for the animal lovers. What is the fastest land animal on the planet? It's the cheetah. Sleek, spotted, and able to go from 0 to 60 quicker than most sports cars. Now then, a bit of science. What do we call that effect when waves change pitch because the source is moving towards or away from us? That's the Doppler effect. The reason a passing ambulance siren sounds like it's sliding up and down. Clever stuff. Geography brains on. What's the natural process that slowly wears away rock and soil thanks to wind and water? That's erosion. Nature's way of giving landscapes a makeover over millions of years. Here's a cool one. Which temperature scale has water freezing at a rather chilly 32 degrees? That's Fahrenheit. Yes, our friends across the pond still love it, even if we're more of a Celsius crowd here. Time for a history flashback. Who brought movable type printing to Europe, changing the world of books forever? That was Gutenberg. Without him, no paperbacks, no newspapers, no Harry Potter on your shelf. Bit of biology now. What's the name of that vital protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen around your body? That's hemoglobin, the unsung hero, keeping every breath you take flowing through your veins. We're already at the letter wine. Which hormone steps in to lower your blood sugar, helping your body soak up that sweet energy? Insulin, the body's natural sugar regulator, making sure you don't go bouncing off the walls. What's the name of the NASA spacecraft currently orbiting mighty Jupiter? That's Juno, still circling the gas giant, sending back jaw-dropping snapshots from space. We're off to Africa next. What's the tallest mountain in Africa? It's Kilimanjaro, a breathtaking peak that adventurers dream of conquering. Here's one for the art fans. Which Paris museum proudly hangs the Mona Lisa? It's the Louvre. Now then, religion question. Which American-born movement is also known as the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? That would be Mormonism. History buffs. Which stunning Egyptian queen, famed for her beauty, was the great royal wife of Pharaoh Akhenaten? She's called Nefertiti and still turning heads thousands of years later thanks to that iconic bust in a Berlin museum. Bit of kids' TV fun. Which Sesame Street character lives in a bin and is always a bit grumpy? Oscar the Grouch, the lovable misery Gus who makes rubbish look cool. Science time again. Which radioactive element has the symbol Pu and atomic number 94? Plutonium. Big astronomy now. What super bright cosmic object is powered by a supermassive black hole? A quasar, brighter than entire galaxies and proof the universe loves a good light show. Puzzle time. Which 3D cube invented by Erno Rubik has frustrated and fascinated millions? The Rubik's Cube, the little block of coloured chaos that keeps us twisting and turning. Sitcom lovers, which American comedy is famously a show about nothing and ran from 1989 to 1998. Seinfeld, the everyday comedy classic that turned nothing into something hilarious. Film fans, which 1983 comedy saw Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd swap lives in a wild social experiment. Trading Places, the ultimate riches to rags and rags to riches comedy caper. Space once again. What's the seventh planet from the sun? Uranus, the planet with the name that still gets a giggle in every classroom. Art question. Which post-impressionist painter created the masterpiece The Starry Night? Vincent van Gogh, the troubled genius who gave the world one of its most iconic paintings. History next. At which 1815 battle was Napoleon finally defeated once and for all? Waterloo, not the song, but the battle. Geography challenge. Which Chinese port city in Fujian province is famed for Gulangyu Island and colonial charm? Xiamen, a bustling coastal city with history and beauty in equal measure. Over to America, though. Which national park is home to El Capitan and Half Dome? Yosemite, nature's cathedral carved in stone and loved by climbers and campers alike. Finally, we reach the letter Z, and let's go with ancient history. What stepped temple structure is linked with Mesopotamian civilization? A ziggurat, those towering stair-step temples reaching up towards the heavens. And that's the end of our A to Z quiz. How did you do? Count up your correct answers and let us know your score down in the comments section. We'd love to see how many of you made it all the way from A to Z. Thanks so much for playing along and being part of the fun. We hope you enjoyed testing your knowledge as much as we enjoyed putting the questions together. We'll be back soon with another great British family quiz. So make sure you join us again. Until then, take care and we'll see you next time.